Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday. Brought to you by the Trend Center app, the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. Check them out in the description. The Super Bowl's over. The Super Bowl's over. A little bit of a snooze fest. One could say a lot of bit of a snooze fest. That first half was rough. That was not fun. Except for one of the three bets that I won, which was punt inside the 5. But I went 3-10 on all my bets. So Super Bowl was not fun. It was not good for me. It was not good to me. So, well, Chris, how did I know we didn't watch together. How did you do?
I mean, on the props, not good. I think I won like 7 or 8 of like the 20 I gave out, but I did have my Seahawks future cash, which was the only reason I was profitable on the evening. If it wasn't for that, I would have been down bad. So thank God the Seahawks won that game. Most of the props I did hit were long shots, so it was the few that hit were pretty electric, like the punt inside the 5, Mac Hollins touchdown, Seahawks defense touchdown. Had a few really close ones. Hunter Henry only had 3 catches. Kenneth Walker only had 2 catches and like 3 or 4 drops, so that sucked. Demarcus Lawrence was like this close, like 2 or 3 times from getting a sack. That was sad. I really thought Sam Darnold could have had a shot at MVP. But I guess Kenneth Walker deserved it. But yeah, prop wise, very bad. Thank God for my future. But yeah, it was one of the most boring Super Bowls I've ever seen. Especially the first half. But yeah, overall, it was fine. Sean, how'd you do?
Um, Not great. I think I won 5 out of my. I didn't count, but I won 5. But over 1.5 interceptions. Shout out Drake May. And pick 6 plus 700, which I accidentally bet twice
Oh
at
yeah.
quarter unit, but it worked out. That one was a little fishy, I'll say, because for a while it was like the book was like, I think like an hour after the game, that bet still hadn't closed. Like they were still, I guess they were still talking about it. But literally, the call on the field was an interception. All the sports apps said it was an interception, but it kind of was like a strip sack
That
kind
was
of.
not an interception.
It was not an interception. Um, but yeah, that interception, air quotes, uh, cashed 3 bets for me because I had the pick 6, I had defense, special teams, touchdown, and then over 1.5 interceptions. So if not for that pick 6, I would have been down real bad. Um, but one of the more fun ones I had, both teams to complete their first pass attempt. Great, fun, plus 100. And shout out AJ Barner, jersey number, first TD over 10.5. We had to wait till like the middle of the third quarter, but we did it. We got it. Yeah, pretty snooze fest of a Super Bowl, if I'm being honest. I had a lot more fun at the Super Bowl last year. I made a lot more money at the Super Bowl last year.
A lot more shit happened.
A lot more shit did happen. But yeah, I don't. I guess that's it. But I will say that with whatever money I did make, I put the max amount that you could to boost USA men's hockey to win gold. So go USA.
Let's go. Yeah, I had Mac Holland's first TD, which that was brutal. I pretty much called it live with Sean next to me. I'm like, hey, I had him first TD, and it was like the drive after the AJ Barner TD, and I was like, he's gonna catch a touchdown right here, and then he did.
Will said verbatim, if Mac Hollins gets a TD, I'm going to be very upset. And then literally, like, as soon as the words left his mouth, Mac Hollins like caught that TD.
You should
and I was like,
you should have bet it live.
He didn't have time. That's how quick it was. He didn't have time.
Yeah, I was sitting on that too, and it was like I boosted it on whatever book, and it was like $5 to win like 150 or something like that. So the entire first half and whenever was it the fourth quarter when we finally got a touchdown, or was it late third? Late third. I was just kept sitting there. I was like, this could still hit, and like I could lose every other bet and still be good.
Yeah, that was not a good night for me. I cashed the punt inside the 5. Henry had 3 receptions. And the jersey number over. That was it. So that was not fun. Dude. But the Seahawks, man, they did it. I don't know why I know why, because I'm a moron. That's why I didn't bet on them. I'm a moron. Or, maybe I'm just a jaded Titans fan and just expect bad things to happen. Which normally if I bet that way, it works out in my favor, So, but dude, the shit was boring. I don't know. I was talking to Sean before the game, and I was like, dude, it's so weird, like having like a week off in between the Super Bowl and the NFC and AFC championship games. Like cool, yeah, I get it. They got to do like a ton of media and shit, but like I straight up forgot about this. I forgot about the Super Bowl. Maybe that's just because also like the matchup, but like still.
Yeah, I feel like they did a very poor job of hyping it. Like I didn't see any like Super Bowl like commercials. Like hey, I didn't know what network it was on until the day of. I didn't see one. It was like on NBC Super Bowl 60. I didn't know it was on NBC until like 3 hours before the game.
I walked into Will's apartment at 5, and he was like, "What time's the game start?" I was like, 5:30.
I didn't know when the game started.
Shit! Like,
I was like, John will show up before the game, so
and I did.
That's when I'll know. That's when I'll know the game will begin.
I walked in as like Green Day was like kicking off their little thing they were doing.
Yeah.
Which I was under the impression that Green Day was performing with Bad Bunny at the halftime. I was under that impression. I was like, oh, that would be cool. But
I had no idea Green Day was going to be a part of this in any aspect.
Yeah, I had no clue. I didn't even see him. I just saw him on Twitter, like when I was like scrolling during the game, because I didn't see him live. I saw more commercials for Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show than I did. Hey, the Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's a weird one because it's like, hey, remember to watch the Super Bowl, but also it's like the most viewed event in North America every year. So it's weird like you didn't see advertisements for it, but also like, do you really need them? But it feels
Yeah,
like this is like one of the years that you needed them.
I feel like
A
a
little bit.
couple here and there would be nice.
Yeah. No need for guerrilla marketing, but like I don't need to be
Yeah.
bombarded by this, but a couple here and there.
Well, has anybody been like watching the Olympics? Because I'm sure they've been advertising the hell out of this. They were advertising the hell out of the Super Bowl, like leading up prior for the
I
Olympics. But
I've like had it on the background when I'm working, but I never like really watch. It's just kind of like background noise. So maybe there were like five Super Bowl commercials I just didn't pay attention to, but
yeah, there's also that like weird thing where like other networks can't say Super Bowl or whatever. Like if
Oh
you
yeah.
watch like any
yeah.
sitcom or whatever, if it's not on that network that year, like they're like, "Oh, we're having the big game party" or whatever. So maybe
Yeah,
that has something to do with it.
it's trademarked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if like CBS didn't want to advertise it or ABC didn't want to, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It's going to be on ESPN next year. How do we feel about that?
No bueno,
I
maybe?
don't
Kind of,
I don't particularly care for
Yeah.
that. Like, I
yeah,
mean, it's weird that it's not on like network television, but I mean, like
yeah.
everybody has ESPN, so
Do they?
I feel like a lot of people have ESPN.
I don't have ESPN.
You
Well,
have
I'm
YouTube
also not
TV.
paying for any sort of cable, so
it's not hard to acquire.
I know, but but it's the
But you
principle.
have YouTube TV.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
They're offering a new like sports only like package that's like $30 cheaper than the normal one.
Ooh,
I don't know if it's out yet. I just saw a thing on Twitter for it a couple days ago.
interesting. I'll have to I'll have to look at that because I mean that's all I really need. Um that and SmackDown, but that's it. Like I don't watch TV for really anything else. So I don't know. Is there really anything else we need to say about the Super Bowl? Because I mean, like,
I have a question I want to pose to the class. It's not exactly about the game itself, but does the Patriots just getting their ass kicked up and down the field for the entire game kind of really just make you look back at the season like, oh yeah, this team wasn't really that good.
yeah,
yeah. And to that point, I did kind of buy into the underdog mentality of it all.
yeah,
Um, Being like, they've gotten this far. Like,
Oh
why
yeah,
not get lucky again?
yeah,
Like
and I'm
four and a
anything
half
can
points in the
happen.
Super
But
Bowl.
yeah, 4.5 was a weird number. That's why I bet them
yeah,
in. But like, yeah, it was just like watching them like Drake May not being able to do a fucking thing, which he hadn't really been able to do all playoffs. It was just every quarterback the Patriots played was incompetent. So
yeah,
it was like they finally played an offense with a solid offensive line, even though like Patriots were able to get to Darnald. He was just able to get rid of it or like kind of shimmy away. And they played a quarterback that has more than 5 brain cells. So I was like, oh, this is what happens when they play a team that's not terrible on offense. Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think Will said this, but Will Campbell is a liability. That dude sucked. That dude was a revolving door.
Just a traffic cone out there.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the guy. It was like every play he was on his ass.
Yeah,
Uh,
like that dude was seeing ghosts.
and it wasn't even like anybody was putting moves on him or anything. It was just multiple guys. But I'm going to line up right across you and I'm going to run through your fucking face.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like every edge rusher just took turns, like, all right, my turn to get one now, except DeMarcus Lawrence, but it is what it is.
Or Harold Landry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, it was,
Better.
yeah, he was, I mean, that entire offensive line was terrible, and they were terrible all playoffs. He got sacked 22 times the entire playoff run.
That's so many times.
He had 8 fumbles in
In the
4 games.
playoffs?
In 4 games. He didn't lose all of them, but the ball was coughed up 8 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. This team wasn't that good.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't.
And
I mean,
the Seahawks saved us from far and away the worst Super Bowl winner ever. And
yeah.
They might suck next year.
Seahawks?
No, the Patriots.
Oh.
Because I mean, Drake May, he had a really good regular season against some shitbag teams. But it's like they're gonna have a tougher schedule, which it's almost impossible to have a schedule on par with that next season. They're gonna have a tougher schedule. They're gonna have expectations and a target on their back. And I mean, we love Mike Vrabel, but when things kind of start to go south, he gets pissy, and it's kind of rough. So they could be in trouble next season.
Yeah.
Potentially. Such a big jump from the 4th overall pick to the Super Bowl. Like, that shit didn't happen.
Yeah, and I just don't see them, because their offensive line, it's not like they're all, I believe, at least most of them are all like young guys. So it's like maybe they could get better, but I have a hard time believing Will Campbell's going to turn into like a competent left tackle in one shortened off season. So it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's tough.
Oh yeah. Fuck them.
For sure.
Despite, having Pat's money line and spread, I was like, all right, I'm actually okay with this. I'm actually okay with them losing.
Yeah, I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I wish I would have, there's definitely still a couple props in there I could have won. If the Pats didn't win or cover, that would have made it a little bit easier, but so the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah.
Oh well.
Not mad. Sad.
I don't feel bad for a single Pats fan.
Oh God, no. I will never, ever feel bad for a Patriots fan. They could go 0-18 for the next 5 years. I will say, this is what you get.
You have 40 championships throughout your mass whole community.
Yeah.
Go cry over another one. Like,
yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them.
Tommy and Bill. But yeah, Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for that guy.
People counted him out.
I counted him out. A lot.
I mean, I'm not saying that I did or didn't. It was just, he was kind of just like, oh, Sam Darnold's on another team. And then once he finally, I think reality kind of set in. I was like, oh shit, Sam Darnold could win a Super Bowl. That would be awesome.
Anyone can.
And it was. Yeah.
Because Sam
you just have to go through five. You just have to go through 5 different teams to do it.
Yeah. You just have to suck really bad. Well, actually, scratch that. You just have to play for the Jets and then go other places that aren't the Jets.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to say he played like shit his first few years in the league. But if he was drafted to a competent organization to begin with, and then let's say he still got drafted by the Jets, what if he went to anywhere other than Carolina in his next stop? Maybe this would have happened sooner. If he didn't play for 2 of the most boneheaded organizations in the league his first 2 stops.
Yeah. Dude, It's just like it feels like the Jets, everything they do is wrong. You
I
know?
really,
It is.
I really want to find some sort of book that will take a Zach Wilson Super Bowl champion future, because that's the next one.
That sounds like some Kalshi shit.
Yeah,
Like you just
yeah,
make up.
probably.
Like
But I mean, that's the next chapter in the Jets are cursed saga is Super Bowl champion Zach Wilson.
who's he play for? He plays for the Broncos, right?
That was the Dolphins.
I thought he
I
was the
don't know.
backup for the Broncos.
No,
Well, I assume he would have
that's
started if he was.
I know that's the thing. Like I think that
I could have sworn it was Miami.
interesting.
I mean, I don't really know for sure, but I thought I remember in the
okay,
offseason him signing with
it
Miami.
is the Dolphins.
Okay. But he might start next season.
It's not out of the realm of
He
possibilities.
was with the Broncos last
He
year.
was?
That's what it was. Yeah, 2024.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember him in that locker room.
Oh,
Like,
no,
yeah.
I do remember that because I remember us saying in the offseason, I think it was like when he got signed, that dude, the Broncos have the sexiest quarterback room in the NFL because they had him, Stidham, and Bo Nix. It's like, those three, pretty attractive.
I mean,
Comparatively, at least.
yeah, not bad.
I think you guys
Was that-
would appreciate this, but I did see a TikTok today of like it was the scene from Ricky Bobby when he won, and who's that? His like GM or whatever that like cut him from the team was like sitting there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's like sitting there like this, and it was like he was the Vikings sitting here like this, and then his dad was at the chain link fence, and it was the Jets, and it was like, well, I'll be damned. And I was like, yep,
That's great.
that pretty much sums up Sam Darnold's career.
Man, the fucking Vikings, dude. Do the Vikings
I'd be
win the
so
Super Bowl if
pissed.
they didn't kick a quarterback who took them to a 14-3 record last year to the curb?
I don't know. I feel
I mean,
was it someone on this podcast that said that they were fraudulent?
The
last year?
Vikings?
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a long
I feel like
time
we've
ago.
been saying that. Because I remember
Or-
we said that in that year they started out like 12-0. Was that wasn't last year. That was like 2 years ago.
That was like the one score season where they were like,
Yeah. They were
yeah,
undefeated, but it had like a negative billion point differential.
yeah. I don't know. Sounds
Which
right,
feels
but
like it's impossible.
Yeah.
I will say that I think the Vikings do have like all the pieces except for a quarterback. Like they've got a good O-line. They have a good defense. They've got good receivers and a good running back. They just have nobody to pass the ball.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Like, if they kept them, like, are
Yeah.
they winning the Super Bowl this year?
I don't think it's impossible.
Because, I mean, the Seahawks, I mean, who are they going to roll with if they didn't get Darnold?
Drew Lock.
Drew
I
Lock,
love the
Super
guy,
Bowl champion.
but yikes. Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
Man.
Well, is that it for the Super Bowl?
This doesn't have anything to do with the game, but are Super Bowl commercials just going to be terrible forever now? Because I feel like the last
think they
2 or
might
3
be.
years, they're all bad. There's like a couple in there that are nice. Like I like the Budweiser one with Freebird and the
That one rocked.
Guy Fieri one.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Guy Fieri.
And that was kind of it.
There was just so much
that one-
AI. Like there were so many like
Yeah.
AI commercials, not just like artificially like not like that Coke produced an AI commercial. There were so many commercials just promoting like AI.com or ChatGPT or like
Yeah, it was terrible.
whatever. And I was just like, dude. And the one that was like really head scratching. I mean, we didn't watch it with like a ton of people or anything, but the Backstreet Boys like karaoke one, and then it was just like Coinbase, and it was just like, oh, dude.
I feel like that one could have been cool if you were watching with like a shit ton of people, and then some people are like, "What the hell is this?" And then you just kind of start singing along because it was like, I was like, okay, that's cool. But we were at a big Super Bowl party, but then there was like 5 of us who actually cared about the game, watching it upstairs. And when that came on, we were just like, what the fuck is this? Because it was the second Backstreet Boys commercial. So we're like, is it T-Mobile again? Just
that's what
worse.
I thought.
And then, it was Coinbase. I was like, ugh, that was terrible.
Yeah. But like, I've seen videos of that commercial and like people are like singing along to it. And then Coinbase shows up and they're like, ah, boo. But yeah, I think Super Bowl commercials may be terrible.
Because like this, probably the last 2 or 3 years, it's just been getting worse and worse.
The tight ends one was kind of funny.
Yeah, I like that one. Titans legend Delaney Walker.
Relax your rear end.
Yeah, that was funny. I like that one. I forgot about that.
I was like, oh my God.
I didn't like.
I turned to Will and I was like, you get it? Tight ends, prostate cancer.
I didn't like the Duncan one where they were just like, hey, we have $1 billion to pay all these celebrities, and then we're going to make them look terrible with anti-aging AI.
Yeah.
I also didn't really like. I know it's a Super Bowl commercial, so who really cares? But the plot was all over the place. I didn't get it. It's like he was supposed to be Will Hunting, Ben Affleck version, but also Ross from Friends.
Oh yeah, that one was a head scratcher.
And then also, what's his name? Ted Danson was there.
Yeah. They just basically got all the like major 90s sitcoms together to do a Dunkin' commercial. And I've seen like
and
Matt
Tom
Damon
Brady
and Tom Brady. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have this like new movie on Netflix, and they've been doing press for it. And one of the questions was like, was there a Good Will Hunting sitcom that you guys wrote? And they were like, no. And I was like, that's a weird question. And then like that showed up at the Super Bowl, and I was like, oh, this must be what they're talking about. But it was a super weird commercial, but at least it wasn't like all AI, I guess. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Damn. But
yeah, they might just be terrible. No, I'm thinking about it. I mean, we don't really watch it for the commercials anymore, but
because they're all terrible.
Yeah, but like part of the reason why it's the most viewed event on television is because of the commercials. Like you have to think that, oh, there are people here only for the commercials.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, that was like a big, like, it'd be like wives and people like coming over to my dad's Super Bowl party was like, oh, I just care about the commercials. I feel like I haven't heard that in ages because most of them, they're either like, we have $5 billion. Here's 20 celebrities in a 30-second ad. A few of them are funny, and then some are just very sad and about lost dogs, which I feel like there was like 2 or 3 this year.
Yeah.
Ugh, man. I remember the Doritos used to have some real good.
Yeah. That was like, I remember as a kid, be like, the only commercial I care about is the Doritos one. Yeah. Now I feel like I haven't seen a Doritos commercial in ages.
There was a Tide commercial last year that was pretty funny, but I forgot what it was. But I remember it being funny.
I remember there was a Tide one. It was during the whole like the kids were eating Tide Pods craze, and I think Gronk was in it or something, and I really wanted at the very end to be like, do not eat these, or go the other way and eat one.
Yeah,
and he didn't even talk about it. I was like, son of a bitch, Tide. Like, I guess from a marketing standpoint, I get why you wouldn't want to highlight that, but it'd be fucking hilarious.
One gripe I do have like with the commercials is since it was on like NBC/Peacock this year, way too many Olympics commercials. I felt like it was like every other commercial. It was like, hey, the Olympics are on right after this. And it was like, yes, we know. Thank you. We're not going to watch male figure skating, but thank you. Like,
Hockey starts Thursday. Well, it starts Wednesday, but USA starts Thursday.
Is the women's hockey already done? I saw they played Canada today. Was that group play or was that?
I think that's round robin.
Okay. So they're in the same group?
Um,
If they do it the same as men's, I have no idea.
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I could not tell you.
I just saw they were playing Canada. I was like, is women's hockey already done? We're like 2 days into this thing.
We don't know, but shout out women's hockey.
Yeah. 3-0, I think. At least that's what the score is.
4-0.
4-0. Let's
5-0, actually. I think they shut them out.
Shit. Let's go.
Dominate them. Go girls.
All I know is, oh my God. I'll be bringing my laptop to work tomorrow and have that on in the background while I'm doing work.
Women's hockey?
No, the men's hockey starts tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it didn't start for a couple more days. Let's go.
No, the men start Wednesday. Then USA plays Thursday. We play Latvia. I think it's like at 2 p.m.
Yeah,
which really isn't that
our
bad.
time. That's pretty good.
Really good.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I saw our group was like cake. It was like us, Denmark, and Germany or something like that.
Yep, and Latvia.
Yeah, and Latvia. Yeah.
Watch out. Watch out for them Latvians.
I remember Latvia was good in that one, like whatever that tournament was. I feel like we talked about this.
We've talked about this at length.
It's okay then.
That tournament was awesome. Just hammering Latvia money line.
Oh yeah, I believe the USA men's hockey team is favored by 3.5 goals for Thursday. So I don't know.
I might take that.
I might take that
team total or something.
Or just like an over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Cool. You want to break?
Well, I was going to say one last thing quick about Super Bowl. Halftime show. Yay, nay. Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, I thought Kid Rock was pretty good, but
okay. Dude, I've been seeing so many videos of the TPUSA.
Yeah,
I just want to catch my fish, drink my beer, drive my truck. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I will say, real quick, I will not be surprised if like a K-pop group is like the headliner next year.
Oh my God. I had a little bit of an issue not understanding Bad Bunny. I was just like, hey man, I get it. I get everything that this is about. But I can't understand you. I also could barely hear him. It wasn't that loud either.
Does he have, I mean, I do not know Bad Bunny's catalog. Does he have any songs in English? No? Okay. I didn't think so, but I don't know. I only know that one song. I don't know what it was called. It was a song he came out to at Backlash against Damian Priest. He didn't play that. That's the only song I wanted to hear.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our halftime review. We're not going to expand on that at all.
That's about it.
I liked it.
The dancing was fun.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I liked the dancing.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that. Jessica Alba was there. Wish she would.
I liked how all those people were dressed as trees and then didn't move. I love that. It was hilarious. Comedy gold.
That was great.
Hey, it's me, the tree.
I'm a tree. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. All right. Since we're kind of going back to the Olympics real quick, I have a proposition for you guys.
All right.
Okay.
On Sunday, February 22nd, is the gold medal game. It's being played at 7:10 in the morning.
Oh, fuck.
Just wait. Let's say we go out Saturday night, just get hammered drunk, and then have a sleepover, and then wake up bright and early for the USA hockey game, make breakfast. Could be fun.
It doesn't sound half bad.
Yeah.
It's not out of the realm of possibilities, I guess.
It's a Sunday morning. And
Yeah.
then we go home and we're all like healed from the mimosas or breakfast beers that we've had.
I was gonna say
We're-
I think we're gonna need a little bit of something to
Yeah.
keep us going.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be, yeah.
That's my pitch. That's my pitch.
If we make it,
We'll make it. It's fine.
we fucking better.
The Swedes are tough.
Oh, you mean US? I thought you meant us as like 30-year-old men.
Oh,
was
I
like,
mean,
oh,
that's
okay.
also possible that we
Yeah. It's like, well, if we make it, I was like, yeah.
meant USA hockey, but there's a
I
chance that our bodies don't.
Yeah. I was thinking more internally, like, I don't know if I could make that. Like, but
We can make
I could get up at 6:45.
Or you just keep it going all night.
I don't want to do that. There's no way I can do that. Absolutely no way.
Take a nap before. You'll be okay.
Just take like a little 6-hour nap. A little 5-hour nap.
That's called sleep.
Who's to say?
That's REM sleep. I don't know, just throwing it out there. We got time.
Who's to say?
I like it.
I'm thinking that's not a bad idea because that's pretty early in the morning for the gold medal game.
I knew it was early. I thought it was like at 9 or something. 7. Ugh.
Yeah. I looked it up. Every other game is like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But gold medal game is for some reason being played at the crack of dawn.
What time is that over there?
It is 2:10 p.m.
Gold. What the fuck?
Yeah, we got speed skating tonight, so we're gonna need you guys to get this over with. We only got one rink, and it's really small, so you're gonna need to wrap this up.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about that too. The rink. I know it's not like international standards. Is it at least like, is it the size of an NHL rink, or is it smaller than that?
It is smaller than that.
Oh my God. What the fuck, Italy?
Yeah.
It's like 8
what are they
shorter.
doing?
It's like 2 feet shorter.
2 feet shorter. But on each
Okay,
side,
that's not
it's 2 feet shorter on each side, making it like
8 feet total.
68 feet long, and then 2 feet short on the sides, right?
No, I think it's like 2 feet smaller total.
Total? I thought it was on the. I thought it was like coast to coast.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's still just incompetency, but
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's coast to coast. It's maybe 2 to 4 feet shorter, and they basically took it out of the neutral zone, I think.
So if USA Hockey doesn't win, we're just going to protest. Like, well, how the fuck are we supposed to play on this rinky-dink rink?
Yeah, we didn't win your little ice fairy competition because it's not real. This rink isn't regulation.
This isn't Disney on Ice. Like, this is the fucking Olympics.
This is bigger than the Stanley Cup in some respects.
I feel like, I mean, it's the Olympics. It's a pretty fucking big deal, Italy. Maybe spend more than a month making this fucking thing.
Yeah. So, but, no, that's funny. No, I definitely think that, it's probably like hey, we need to use the rink. So we got speed skating in like 25 minutes. Oh, we're going to need you guys to
wrap up your precious little hockey.
Yeah.
Which is like what 98% of the people who watch the Winter Olympics care about.
Yeah. So you guys are going to have to get out of here. But But yeah, dude, I am so excited. Thursday.
I think they're going to do it.
They could.
I think they're going to do it.
Canada's a fucking wagon. I don't know.
They're always a wagon.
I know, and we always lose to them.
It's just like men's hockey hasn't had a gold medal since the Miracle on Ice.
Yes.
This would be like the closest thing that I have to like a championship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like as like
Yeah,
Titans and Predators fans, and some Tennessee fans in here, like we don't know what winning feels like, and it's just like, yeah, like Shaun White, great snowboarder, won some gold medals. Michael Phelps, those are like single awards. Those are for them. This is for the country and also the player. But like this is for the USA. And I'm gonna get real patriotic come like Thursday. Like
maybe it's just what this country needs.
I think it might be, dude.
1980, like it was kind of in the shitter too. So
Shit was bad in 1980.
Yeah.
They just
in the
released
midst of the Cold War.
Yeah.
They just released a new Netflix documentary on the Miracle on Ice.
They did?
Yeah, it's really good.
Ooh, I have to watch that tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna find some time to watch that.
What's it called?
I think it's called Miracle.
If you just search Miracle, like it comes up.
Is that movie also on Netflix?
No.
That movie's on Disney Plus.
Do a little 2-for-1 feature. Not two, but double feature. There we go.
Yeah, it's super cool. They interview like everyone who's still alive from that team, and like they interview Herb Brooks' kids, and like they talked about how like that scene in Miracle when he has to cut that guy, and because like he was that guy in 1960 who got cut, and that was the last time before that they won the gold. And so I never thought about this, but it was like Herb Brooks was such an asshole, but he was that way on purpose because he didn't want them to he didn't want to get close to them and have to cut them, essentially, because he knew what it meant to be cut. Yeah. I was like, wow, I never put that together.
I liked in the movie when they talk about, I mean, they don't say that exactly, but I remember it was the assistant and Doc were in the car, and he's like, the assistant's like, why is he doing this? And Doc's like, well, maybe if they hate him, they won't have time to hate each other. Like, oh shit.
They talked about that too. They like all the guys on the team, they were like, yeah, that guy was an asshole. We hated him. But yet, and it really took off, the hatred towards each other, He was like, it worked.
Is Ruzioni still alive?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, he's still alive.
Good.
And like, I think like half of them like give their whole like essentially like their backstory, like Ruzioni grew up in a fucking house with like 13 brothers and sisters or some shit, like like a bunch of them coming from like like Cold War ridden working class families, whatever. But dude, it was super cool. I was like, I did it.
Have you seen the 30 for 30 about the Miracle on Ice, but from like the Soviets' point of view?
No.
Pretty cool. That's got to be on like ESPN Plus or something, but it's really cool. They talk to a lot of like the old guys who were on that team. I remember the interviewer asked one, was like, have you ever watched the movie? He's like, why the fuck would I watch that? It was the worst moment of my life.
Boom.
But it talked about like the rise of Soviet hockey, and then like kind of like where some of these guys went after it, because a few of them went to the NHL and they had to like essentially like escape the country to be able to play in the league. So it was really cool to hear about that. But yeah, I recommend it. It's pretty long, but it's cool.
Yeah. The when they were talking about it in the Netflix documentary, they were like, they started naming off guys, and I'm like, they just named like 5 dudes that were on like the '94 Red Wings or whatever they
Yeah.
won the cup in the '90s, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
they beat NHL level dudes. They were fucking
Yeah.
college kids. It was a miracle. Do you believe in miracles? Do you
Yes.
believe in miracles? Yes.
The craziest thing about that call is like that's Al Michaels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Al Michaels did not call hockey games, like famously. I think he had called like 2 or 3 beforehand. But like that's like one of the most iconic calls of all time. Like just when they dubbed that like into the movie, tear. Like every
Fucking
time.
awesome. Yeah.
It's like, oh, dude.
You know, Al
Oh,
Michaels got his start in the biz being play-by-play for the Cincinnati Reds.
No.
I think
Fun fact, back in the early 70s.
I feel like I did know that. I feel like you may have mentioned that
I
to me
probably have.
before
It's
or
a
something.
nice little nugget I like to throw out there.
It's just probably like when we were living together watching Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Piss drunk. It's like, you know how Michaels used to call the Reds game? Like,
probably.
it's like, oh, shit. You know, we've been drinking since noon,
Yeah.
you know?
One of the few things you have as a Reds fan.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
quite a few commentators gone.
Catching strays, dude.
Some,
Damn.
well, I mean, in my lifetime, I mean, they did have probably the best baseball team of all time in the 70s, but that was long before I was even imagined. So, but the Reds do have a string of just notable like him, Marty Brennaman, and of course his son Tom, who
Mhm. We all
probably
know
has
Tom.
the most infamous broadcasting moment in recent history.
I'm sorry for what I've done, and it doesn't represent me as a human. At Castellanos wide to right field.
I don't know
Make
if
it a
I'm going to be putting
4-0
on this
ball
headset
game.
again.
Yeah. God, I'll never forget that day. That was.
I think we
That
were
was
watching
so.
that live.
We were. I being like, wait, what was that? I think I like heard something. Like I heard like the hot mic. I had no idea what he said, and then I got on Twitter and was like, oh, he said like the bad F word. I was like, oh my god. And it was a doubleheader, so they kept him for that game, and then like the first 3 innings of the next one, that's when they yanked him, and the Castellanos moment happened. But,
dude.
God. Amazing.
Just don't chase shit around a microphone. As I'm saying things around a microphone.
I mean, don't say that word at all. But
Yeah.
especially when there's a microphone near you.
Yeah. You know, like, don't like think before you say. You know.
God. He's back. He's calling like college football games on the CW.
Well,
Oh, glad you made it back.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
It was really funny. He called a Florida State game last year, and Florida State's starting quarterback was Tommy Castellanos. And I forget what he said exactly, but he did kind of like a little wink, wink Castellanos
Nudge, nudge.
moment. Yeah.
what a guy.
It's like, yeah, get it? It's like, yes,
he was
Tom.
really good too. I liked him. It's a shame.
That's a shame.
Dude, I'm so
Yeah, I think
excited for
USA's
USA
hockey's gonna
hockey.
get-
Like, I just look at the lineup and I'm like, I can't believe I get to cheer for the Tkachuk brothers. I
Yeah.
can't believe I get to cheer for Auston Matthews.
I'm very
We did
excited
that last
for.
year.
I'm very
Yeah,
excited for
but-
Connor Hellebuck to be my goalie. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, that happened last year, but now I get to do it again. And it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
And Jack Eichel, I've always been his biggest fan. Always.
Never said anything bad about
Never
him,
said
ever.
anything bad about that guy.
he's a great player.
Great player.
I've always said that. I've always said he's.
I saw a TikTok from a Boston Bruins fan that was like, "Oh God, I hate Matthew Tkachuk. Fuck that guy." And he was just like, "Oh, you know that was the last game before the break, right?" He was like, "The Olympic break." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I love Matthew Tkachuk. That's my guy.
Best player in the league. Yeah,
That guy's awesome.
That's how I feel like about most of these American players because the Predators really don't have any American players, if any, like at all.
We have Michael
So-
McCarron, who was a champion at the World Championships last year after the season. So he's a champion for the USA.
All right.
Good.
But what you were saying about the Tkachuk, that's how I always felt about Patrick Kane back in the day when he was like really fucking good on USA Hockey. I was like, I despise you so much, but goddamn, I'm glad I could cheer for you this 2 weeks.
Dude, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Hopefully, I have a great time.
What could go wrong? Nothing wrong ever happens when I get my hopes up about sports.
Right. But I was thinking about this on the car ride home today. If we don't win this year, then next Winter Olympics will definitely be the year. Because by that time, Sidney Crosby will be 42. He'll probably be retired. I hope. But he'll also be like old enough to where like, it actually like affects him. Because he's 38 now. And like he's still playing really well. But like, I mean, when you hit the big 4-0, it's a little bit different. So, but that's just one guy. I guess I should have a list in front of me. Brad Marchand, he should be out of the league. I think he's 40 now.
I was gonna say he's pretty old now.
Yeah, he's like in his 40s now, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Maybe.
In the league for like 20 years.
Yeah. Guess I can look this up. But dude, like next year, that year will be the year because like also we'll be 4 years older. And it's like, well, one, we won't have Brock Nelson, who looks like the world's oldest 36-year-old man. Like that guy looks terrible for 36. We won't have him probably. And like, dude, all these fucking young guys that we have, these guys aren't even 30 yet. Like, they're not even in their prime. They're like late 20s at most. Auston Matthews, I think he's like 28. The Tkachuk brothers.
So crazy.
Feels like he's been around forever.
I know. I feel like he should be 45.
Yeah.
It's just like how much of a nuisance he's been.
Dude, he I think he was drafted 2016. So he's been in the league 10 years. Yeah.
He was 18 when he got drafted.
Yeah, it's also the thing about hockey. It's like he feels like he's been around forever. He has been, but he was a child playing professional hockey. So
he couldn't even buy cigarettes yet. Well, you probably could back in 2016, but
what's the age in Canada? Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing.
You can buy cigarettes at 18.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, they did change that. I forgot about that.
They changed that like 4 years ago.
Oh,
Supposed
man.
to be 18.
I gotta try and find this fucking roster.
Please, I gotta find my cigarettes.
But like, it feels like Canada's getting older while they still have like McDavid and like McKinnon and Makar.
Yeah, but new ones are always going to hatch out of the ice.
Right.
Just the way Canadians are.
Unless they're born on U.S. soil.
Then they're Americans. They're not Canadians.
Exactly. We will use them to conquer our enemies. Okay. Probably going on too much about this. But so If not this time, it'll be the next time. And
All right,
like
well, tune
Canada's
in in
goalies.
2032.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'll be
Yeah.
dead within minutes. There's no way I make it there. It sounds like a real year.
That doesn't sound like a real year.
Well, it'd be 2030.
Oh, 20.
Still.
Oh, you're right. 2030.
Still.
Yeah. But so yeah, that's I mean, that's all I got, boys. I really don't have anything else. It's really weird right now because like the men's hockey hasn't even started playing. So it's like we kind of don't really have anything to talk about. I'm obviously not going to pay attention to the NBA. And I mean personally, I haven't been paying attention to college basketball because the Super Bowl and other shit. So, Chris, do you have a college basketball update for us?
Yes, I do. Last night had a great one. At previously undefeated number one, Arizona rolls into Kansas, one of the hardest places to play in the sport, and blows a 12-point second half lead, I want to say, and falls to Kansas. Kansas without their best player, Darren Peterson, which have you guys heard about his whole saga?
No.
Okay.
Isn't he like hurt most of the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. So Darren Peterson is, in my opinion, the most talented player in the country. He's kind of like every few years or every year we'll have a hypothetical. It's like, what if SGA played for some random college basketball team? How far could they take him in the tournament? It's kind of like that. Like he's amazing. He's not like big or anything. Like he's 18 years old, but it's like his skill and his like decision making and his poise he looks like a 5-year NBA vet who just happens to be 18 years old. I think he's the best point guard in the country.
18?
Yeah. The only problem is he doesn't play basketball that much. He's had
Pretty big problem.
several lingering injuries. When you look at him in a vacuum, it's like as isolated incidents, it's not that big a deal. Like he had a hamstring thing, he's had an ankle, he's had lingering cramps. And then last night, before the biggest game of their season, number one team rolling into your house, 5 minutes before the game, get a notification. Oh, he's not playing. Flu-like symptoms. The running rumor is he came like nobody knew about this until right before tip-off. He like went through warm-ups and everything. There's video of him like doing warm-ups. He looks fine. Doesn't play. Now, if you look at the incidents like more in depth, he didn't play for a while with a hamstring thing, and that's fine. Like he actually set out. That's whatever. He's had these lingering cramps, which will cause him to miss random stretches of the game. Like there was a game against TCU. He played really well in the first half. Kansas was down. He didn't play hardly at all in the second half. Kansas makes a comeback. The last minute or so of the game, Kansas is down by 3. They put him in. He ties the game. That goes to overtime. He doesn't play a second overtime. So it's like, is this guy actually hurt? And then a couple weeks later, they play BYU, which at that time was the biggest game of their season. And he plays really well first half, has 18 points. He plays 3 minutes of the second half, doesn't play the rest of the game. And they said it was cramps. But then it's like you watch him on the sideline. Nobody's like, there's no trainer like trying to put like one of those like Theraguns on his hamstring to like work out the cramp. Like nobody's really talking to him. And there's rumors that like his agent, who apparently always sits behind the bench, left that game early after talking to the AD. It's very, very strange. And I was thinking about this. It's like, what NBA team is going to want to touch him? But then it's also like he's pretty much playing an NBA schedule right now because they don't really play that much basketball either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this sounds like he's already ready for the show.
But it's like he's still like he's 18, 19 years old. It's like, why did you play college basketball? You could have gone to the G League. You could have played it in Europe. Like especially like go to some like smaller school Don't go
Maybe
to the most storied program in college, one of the most storied programs in college basketball, only to sit out whenever you play a big game. It's fucking. He's played.
he's probably making more money
Oh,
than he would in the G League. Like, I
that
mean,
is. It's
that's a
just.
fact.
It is, but I
That's
don't.
why.
Yeah. I mean, it does make sense. It's just I hate it so because he's so much fun to watch play. And then I was so excited for that game last night. Like, Darren Peterson, Arizona has like 3 amazing freshmen too, so it's like this game's gonna fucking rock. And I'm on my couch, and one of our friends texted the group chat. It was like, "Oh, Darren Peterson out with the flu." Like, what the fuck? It's like this. There's always some. He's only played 13 games this season, and he's probably going to be top 4 draft pick.
Jesus Christ.
But also, it's like, what's he going to do in March? Like, you have to play multiple games in a weekend in March. Is he going to do that?
Seems like a Anthony Richardson type of situation where if he's a high draft pick, this shit's all hype. You know?
Yeah,
This kid actually seems good, though.
he's amazing. Like Anthony Richardson's like, yeah, he had like the physical tools, but there's sometimes you'd watch him playing like, what the fuck is this? Darren Peter, I feel like every time I've seen him play, it's like this kid's fucking incredible. But yeah, it's a real shame. But yeah, college basketball has been great. It's been a very entertaining season so far. Miami of Ohio is the last unbeaten team at 24-0. They have not played a soul. I think they sit up. They're like ranked 120th in the net in Ken Palm. They have the potential to go 30 whatever and 0, win the MAC tournament, and be like an 11 seed in the tournament in the NCAA tournament.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
you play who you play. And we learned that
Yeah,
this season with the New England Patriots.
it's true, but I mean, it's like you look at it's been a couple weeks since I've checked it, but I checked their strength of schedule, and it was legitimately like 300th in the country.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Well, I'm partially glad that the Super Bowl is over, so I can take a break from gambling. Just because, like, I kind of hate like the mental capacity of like kind of trying to keep up with everything, like all at once. But I'm sure in these next couple weeks, I'll be texting the group chat. It was like, "Yo, what do we think about the over in the Howard Buffalo game?" You know, like something dumb, like. But I'm excited for March Madness. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for sure on what's going on because I don't want to really go into this blind.
You
Because
don't
I'm
have to
gonna
gamble on.
bet. I'm gonna.
Just watch some ball. Like Saturdays when you got nothing going on, there.
Yeah.
It's 13 straight hours of college basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the CBS Sports Network.
On just yeah.
I don't have cable anymore. That's a tough one.
That is the only bitch of it because I do have a bunch of just random streaming services where I just kind of watch all my sports on now, and it's like CBS Sports Network is the only thing I can't really get right because it's not on Paramount. Normal CBS is on Paramount, but not CBS Sports Network, and I don't really get why. Like 20 people care about this, just throw it in there.
Yeah, that is weird.
Like you're not hurting anybody by putting it in there. It's not like some premium content you should be charging even more for. It's degenerates like us who care about what. And that's I remember the Conference USA tournament was on CBS Sports Network last season.
Damn.
Yeah, but MT kind of stinks, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had an idea.
Go to a game.
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's a game that Saturday before the Olympics.
Oh goodness.
It starts there. Is there?
What's the February 22nd? Gosh darn it.
Do we have
Hey,
to go
guess
to
what?
Fayetteville?
There is at 1:00 in the afternoon
I'm not starting then. I can't. If this was 6-7 years ago, maybe not now.
against the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens.
Hey, might win that game.
Good pregame. Tickets are like $4 to go to MTSU games.
Yeah, I was gonna go one night because Kelsey was working and I was kind of bored. And I was like, MT's playing. I was like, oh, I wonder how much tickets are. And I couldn't really like. I went on like Game Time and like StubHub, and I couldn't really find. They were like $25-$30. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I think if you just show up, you can.
Well, I didn't
get
want to
the
take that
$4 tickets.
I didn't want to take that chance because tickets at the gate for football games were like $20, and I was like, I don't want to pay more than $15 for this, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to like drive all the way down there. Like, oh, they're $25. No.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think you can get them on the Athletic website.
Okay.
I'll look into that for us if we want to do that. We don't have to start drinking then. Oh, we will, but
just to make the day go by easier.
Just saying.
You don't have
That's
to.
why
There is a game that there is something we could do that day.
Yeah, that's true.
Then go to Buffalo Wild Wings, close it down.
Talk dirty.
Be racking up some Uber fares.
Do you think those like sports bars will open that early on Sundays for the USA game? Or like
You might have to find like there might be some places that have like watch parties for it, but
yeah.
Oh, I was
just
talking
don't know
about after the MT game.
Oh,
After the
I'm
MT
talking
game.
about like on Sundays in Tennessee, you can't buy beer until 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just curious. It's like
I guess I'll just have to drink at home.
it's like, hey, this is for America though. Like you can't serve me a Bud Light. Like
yeah, I didn't really think about that.
yeah.
Well, yeah, if they
I'm
can't
just- I'm
serve
just now-
alcohol, then I feel like there would be no reason for them to be open.
Yeah. I'm just kind of putting that together. But I guess that's a question for another time.
Yep. All right. Boys, I'm going to wrap it up. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Really value your time. I don't know where I was going with that. Thank you for every like, comment, subscribe. Really helps us out. Really helps our reach. Any interaction with this really helps us out. Check out the Trend Center. Yeah, thanks. Check out the Trend Center app. Link is in the description. Use code TFTM at checkout for 15% for premium membership. It's the greatest tool on the planet for sports bettors. We use it all year. It's fantastic. Yeah, they're also a great follow on X. Speaking of which, follow us on X for our updated picks. Hopefully you didn't follow us before the Super Bowl, or else you would have gotten a bunch of losers. But that'll be all fixed now. It's all fixed. Yeah. We'll see you next week. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Yeah.